Hey guys.
All right, folks, we're here today to check out the latest single from our boys and Dawn of Solace, also known as DOS, and the name of the song is Fortress. Sometimes fortresses are surrounded by, you know what?
Waves of water?
Yes, yes. Especially if they're
Well,
defending a port.
the other waves of of breakwater.
No, they also protect the village behind them of the waves of enemy forces approaching.
True, true.
Fuck.
Saw.
I know. By now,
We're just like throwing the names out of
by
here.
now, Thomas is losing his marbles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what is happening right now.
You can't even, fly over the fortress with lead wings.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I feel like.
But I feel like the fortress sometimes breaks water from those waves coming in.
True. I think that only happens when the event horizon.
Fuck, the event horizon. I almost forgot about that. That's true as well.
And then it's all burned to ashes.
But that's why you need the waves. Because the waves over the ashes will bring everything back to life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just. I thought we were gonna keep going.
We could keep going, but we have a video to watch.
True.
All right.
I wish someone would animate what we just did.
We should do a video where we talk to each other just in Wolfheart Before the Dawn and Dawn of Solace song titles.
That would be a great Netflix show. We would just start pitching at that point.
Hold on. The song should have finished with the opening riff. The song should have finished with the opening riff. Anyways, that's the only.
To like end off with like fading it away.
Yeah.
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 But
He should have finished with the opening.
He did what we were doing just now.
He did.
I think he said wings, something about wings.
I don't know if he said the lead wings, but he did say wings. He definitely said break water.
Break water.
And waves. Yeah.
Which is all you really need. He saw something,
Yeah. Shit, man, there was a lot in there.
Yeah.
There was a lot in there. I don't think there was an Event Horizon.
Or zero gravity.
Which tends to happen after the Event Horizon.
True.
Ashes might have been in there.
I think Ashes were in there.
I think Ashes was in there. So, anyhow, what do you think?
Okay. I know this is going to be weird.
Why, you want to take your pants off?
No.
Okay, because that would definitely be weird.
Okay, so do I like the song after listening to it fully? I do agree with you. You should have ended off. Yes, I do like the song.
Like, hold on. Even you guys don't know this, but when the song finished, I went back with the video to the beginning, just played like 5 seconds to just remind myself of what the riff was, like, and I'm like, fuck, the song should have finished with a riff.
It should have. It should have finished with that, but other than that, I do like the song now.
With no drums.
No.
Just the riff. Just the riff.
I do like the song. I did have to like...
I thought you were having a little bit of a Hara Kitty for the Sky moment.
I was. Because the way the vocals, the clean vocals are mixed are not to my liking in a way.
In the first verse.
Even in the second, even in his other verse. Because he sounds like he's in... I'm under the water. Please help me. Like, he sounds like he's in a... He sounds like he's in the...
He's
in a
not
bottle.
Indian.
No, but that's a funny meme. Anyways, it sounds like he's in a bottle. Like,
they were a little bit deep. Deep. What I mean deep, like
they're deep in the mix, but it sounds like the actual sound. It's not clear. It sounds like he's speaking into like a bottle.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Right.
I agree with you.
And I don't like it. Now I was able to look over it because I like the way the harsh vocals were. Is how should that mix wise is how the clean vocals should have been mixed, because the harsh vocals didn't feel like they were in a bottle. It felt very clean for harsh vocals. I mean, and then when they were together, it sounded good in the chorus.
Which they did that on the previous single. In the chorus, the two vocals together, which I thought in that single that choice was really important for the song to work.
I think for this one, because of how the two parts of his clean vocals are mixed, it's perfect. Because even though they're not mixed right in the chorus, the harsh vocals are able to grab its hand and keep going, right? And then by the end of the song, I'm like, okay, I enjoyed the song. I'm able to look over it, but I still had to mention it. It is not like I'm able to look over it, but at the same time, I'm able to say that the song is not as good as it could be because of it. The song could be better. The ending, yes. But when it comes to...
There was a little bit of teeth.
But yeah, the ending should have been what we were saying. But if you're to not change anything about this song, when I'm talking about like the song itself, you're not going to change anything, but you're only going to change mixing wise, I would change the vocals. I need those vocals to be clear.
Okay, so let me say this.
Because it's not like they haven't done it on other... Like, the previous track, his vocals were fine. What the fuck happened here?
No, but maybe that... I can only assume that it wasn't by accident.
It was done on purpose.
It was done on purpose.
But in my opinion, I don't see the vision. I'm sorry, I know he's a visionary. I don't see the vision, my friend. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right.
So
only in the chorus does it kind... Sorry.
For people that say that I don't let him talk...
Only in the chorus it kind of feels right, but that's only because the harsh vocals are there. It doesn't feel right. It feels like he's talking into a bottle, and it doesn't give me what his vocals normally give me.
It's not that there is an echo. It just feels like...
No, it feels like he's being constricted.
It feels like the sound is not traveling fully, like it's hitting something... Okay, so let me say this. I don't completely disagree with you. I feel the same way. I actually feel like in this song... Thomas coming in with a harsh vocal saves the song.
Oh, it saves it completely.
And what continually makes the song better, in my opinion, is that the second time that the clean vocals come in is about half to a third of the first verse.
Yes.
And the fact that it was shorter, it didn't allow it to be as noticeable and as impactful.
But it was, for me at least.
For me, I agree with you with the first part of your statement. I can look over it because to me, this is a better single than the first single.
Yes.
Overall, from a song composition standpoint, and what the song gives and what the song offers, overall, I like this track better, a lot better than the previous single, which, by the way, we did on Patreon. So having said that, I do agree with you with that vocal piece with the clean vocals as it starts. When Thomas comes in with the harsh vocals, that saves it because it hits you hard. You go from having the vocals, like you said, almost like they're coming in a bottle. You go from that with a great riff, by the way. The song has a fucking great riff.
Yeah.
You go from that to this more almost Wolf Heart style song. Because when he came in, the song also opened up. It was not just the vocals that opened up. The song musically felt like it opened up. And he comes in with those harsh vocals. And that to me was like, wow, I was not expecting that. It hits you really hard. And then when you go into the chorus and you have both of them together, I'm totally fine with that. I think it works really well. I actually hope they do more of that like it was in the previous single. The two of them collaborating together in the chorus. I want this band. If you asked me, okay, before I go into that. So, anyways, then you move into the second verse. The second verse is like either half or a third of the first. So because the duration is not as long, and the words that he's using maybe don't have the same accentuation to it, is not as noticeable. I felt also that the harsh vocals kind of cleanse my palate a little bit, so that when it comes again, those clean vocals come again, I don't feel as jarred as I felt when the song originally started. Because when those vocals kick in at the beginning, you're like what happened here? You know? So I didn't feel it as much. But also the duration is not as long.
Yeah.
And then the two come in together again. Actually, you have the guitar solo, which is really good. I really enjoy the guitar solo. And then you come back again with the chorus with the two vocals. So I was fine. I agree with you at that beginning, but everything that comes after that completely makes up for it. So it's not a song that would be that beginning. I can get used to it, and I can look past it. In all honesty, would I like it to be different? Yeah, I would like it to be different. The same way I would like the song to finish with the same guitar melody, just the melody, no drums, just the melody. Because I think the song, from a construction standpoint, this track had a lot of grunge element. When I think of grunge, and I know people think like Pearl Jam and Nirvana first and foremost, but when I look at this song from a constructional standpoint, I see a little bit of Alice in Chains in it, and I really think that finishing the song with just the guitar melody, nothing else, and not even fading out, just do that riff like once through, and then cut. And then cut. Yeah. I think it would have completed the track because it would fit perfectly with the overall vibe that the song has. So that's my take on it. Now, what I was going to say before, and I didn't say, is that what I would really like to see more from this band, and I hope this album is kind of opening the door towards that direction, is that you have two guys who are vocalists. Make it more of a duo. Not just a duo in terms of two guys making music together. I mean from a vocal standpoint.
Yeah.
Like, you work with one another. Have one song where there's more harsh vocals and less clean vocals. One where there's more clean, less harsh. One where there's a little bit of both. Like, but never 100% of one and never 100%. Well, you can always have 100% of clean vocals because that's where the DNA of the band is. But I really would love to see this band become a lot more of a vocal duo, as we've kind of seen through these first singles. Because, man, it's like, I know people, and I won't say who they are, I'm not going to throw anybody on their bus, but I know people who've said to me, man, I like Dawn of Solace, but you know what, I would really like them if Thomas did harsh vocals. People said that to me like in previous records.
Yeah.
And now he's doing it. And I think it takes this band into a whole new level. Now, one could argue, like, yeah, but he already does that in Wolfheart.
So?
And then you have Before the Dawn. I mean, he doesn't do vocals on Before the Dawn, but backing vocals, but he doesn't do the main vocals. But okay, so what? Okay, he does it in Wolfheart. Wolfheart sounds nothing like this. I mean, there's moments of this song that sound like Wolfheart, but overall, this band is not Wolfheart. So why not use both of their vocal abilities and just bring them together and make, man, like you're really bringing the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
You're bringing in Kaneskule Martin in terms of the vocal, the clean vocals that you get from that band, some of the aura that you get from that band, the more doomier aura that you get from that band, and then you have that, leader of the pack, like that heaviness, that winter harshness of Wolfheart coming through. If you can blend those two things together, which seems to me what's happening on this record, I'm all for it. Like, and I'm not alone. I'm not alone because I think a lot of people, at least a lot of people that I've talked to, they always enjoy the musicality of the band, but just having the clean vocals alone all the time kind of, I don't know, kind of like had them a little bit on the fence. At least some people that confide that information
Yeah,
to me.
yeah, yeah.
So that's all I gotta say.
No. That's how it
Do
is.
do you agree?
No, I agree. But I think for me, just going back to the song, just the vocals is what's killing me a little bit. Although the song, I still will listen to it again, and it is like you said before, it is better than the first single in my opinion.
I hope the album is a lot like this.
Yeah, same. I'm just. The
I don't disagree with you, but I was okay with the second because, like I said, the second set felt different. Also shorter. The longer you go, the more noticeable it becomes. But I don't disagree with you. I'm just trying.
It's just something that's like every time I listen to it, I'm going to think about it because that first verse is very long.
Well, it's very long. It's very long.
Right. It's kind of like how when the mixing of this and the last song is a perfect representation of how the last Before the Dawn album was, where the singles that they were doing before the album came out were produced differently from the actual album.
You felt that way?
No, it was.
Oh, okay.
I confirmed it with.
Oh, okay.
With Thomas, if you listen to Downhearted as a single and you listen to it from the album, completely different songs. Well, obviously because on the album they added something to it. There's like an intro, but mix wise, it's different, and I actually prefer the single version than the one on the album.
On the album,
because even and then listening to that album, I'm not the huge fan of the mixing compared to the single. I told him straight up. I told him like, originally I'm like, why is it different? I feel like I don't know if it's the headphones. Like this one is different, and he's like, oh, it's because it's mixed by different people. I'm like, makes sense.
That's strange, dude.
What?
Normally, when you release a single, you're releasing the single off
from
of the album.
Yeah,
so it's not like you're going to be mixing one
but
differently than the other.
But it's mixed from different people.
All right. Anyway, good year.
We were on the ferry going to Sari Helveti, and I was going through my iTunes and putting them onto my Spotify, and I put Downhearted and I was listening to them. Like, one, there's an intro, so obviously I knew it was I'm like, what the fuck is this? Then the song started. I'm like, doesn't sound as good as it does on my iTunes. And then I go and I look at the single, and I'm like, oh, it's two different. It sounds it sounds different. Yeah.
All right. You guys heard it here first. Well,
I don't know if
not if you actually heard.
I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but yes.
Oh well, it's out there now.
It's out there now.
You can't take it back. No, there's no take it backsies.
No takesies, backsies.
All right, so Dawn of Solace, new record coming out in 2025. If I'm not mistaken, it comes out on Noble Demon. It's starting to get really hard to remember all the different labels and who's releasing who and what's being released. And I feel like the early 2025 is becoming a bukkake of new music.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I'm not complaining. So I'm all for it. Anyhow, I said anyhow like fucking 4 times.
Anyhow,
we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.